today. Don't freak out. It looks very complicated and very big. I know we haven't done these before, so we're going to just take it step by step. First says find each product, then use rounding to check your answer to make sure it's reasonable. You know how to round. I'm not going to worry about that. What we're going to worry about is just how to find the product, starting on number 1. So again, when I do these, I don't go horizontal. That's not going to work for me. So I'm going to go change this to vertical. So I have 629 times 6. Now, these are the type of problems, boys and girls, you're going to start getting in 4th grade. So it's really important that you take some time every day to memorize those math facts to make this easier and a little bit faster. So again, like most math problems, we start in our ones place. So I'm starting here and I'm multiplying, since that's the symbol, 6 times 9. Now, I know my math facts. If you don't, work on those with your mom, your dad, brother, sister, and start memorizing these. So 9 times 6 equals 54. Again, my 4, just like our problem earlier, is going to go into the ones place. My 5 goes up here to the tens place. Remember, we add him in the end. So now we go from the ones to the tens. So 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 5, so it's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So again, 17. The 7 goes down at the bottom. The 1 goes up top. 6 times 6. Remember multiplying. 6 times 6 is 36. And then we add the 1 on top. So 36 plus 1 is 37. So 629 times 6 is 3,774. Now we're going to walk through the rounding on this one to see how this works. So you're rounding to the nearest hundred. Find your hundreds place. Look next door. He's 4 or less, so my 6 is going to rest. Everything to the left turns into 0. So 600 times 6. I'm only rounding this number. So 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 6 is 36. If this is close to this number, then we are good. So let's take a look at the next one. All right. 474 times 3. Again, don't try to solve these horizontally. We're going to flip it, go upside down, or go vertically. We're going to go 474 times that by 3. Again, it's really important, boys or girls, I can't stress this enough, that we need to learn our math facts so you don't have to draw pictures for every single one of these. So starting here, starting in your ones place, I go 3 times 4. 3 times 4 I know is 12. The 2 comes down to the bottom. The 1 comes to the tens place. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 1 is 22. Regroup the 2 up here. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14, so that's 1,422. Again, feel free, round it, check it, make sure an answer is reasonable. I'm not going to round every single one. We're just going to go through and figure out how to multiply each of these. All right, 405 times 7. So again, write it vertically, please. Don't try to solve this horizontally. We don't want to accidentally mess things up. Again, it's multiplication. Starting in the ones place, 7 times 5 7 times 5 is 35. The ones place, the 5, goes to the ones place down here. The tens place, the 3, goes to the tens place up here. And remember, we're adding the 3 at the top. So 7 times 0. Well, anything times 0 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. And then 7 times 4 is 28. So the 8 here and the 2, oops, that doesn't look like an 8. There we go. The 8 down here are the 2 because there's nowhere to regroup it as well. So 2,835. All right. 6 more, boys and girls. All right, 841 times 2. Since it's times 2, you could double it. You could use a repeated addition problem and solve it. That would work. But we're learning a new strategy today, so we're going to try this one this way. So again, starting in your ones place, 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Then you're going to go to your tens place. So now I have 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And then you're going to go to your hundreds place. 2 times 8, which is 16. So 1,682. All right, next one. Again, big numbers multiplying by 8. So again, memorize these 8s, boys and girls. It's really going to be helpful for you in your future as a math student. So 654 times by 8. All right, let's get started. Again, starting in your ones place. We're always starting in our ones place. So 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Again, 2's in the ones place, so the 2's going down here. 3 in your tens place goes up to the 3. And remember, when we're up at the top, we are adding. All right. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 3 more. So it's 40, 41, 42, 43. Take a look at this number. So the 3 goes down at the bottom. The 4 goes up to the top when I regroup. Remember, I add the regrouping. Last one into the 8 to the hundreds place. So 8 times 6 is 48 plus 4 more, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So 654 times 8 equals 5,232. All right, number 6. 812 times 5 equal, you know what? I'm not going to do number 6. I want you to see if you can do number 6 by yourself. And the only reason I say that is because it's your times 5s. And most of us are very good at our times 5. So I'm going to leave that one for you. We're going to come down here to number 7, and we're going to work on number 7. So 444 times 4. So again, we start in our ones place as always. 4 times 4, 16. 6 goes down to the bottom. Your 1 goes up to the top. Remember, we always add the number on top. So now my tens place. 4 times 4, again, still 16, plus 1 more. 16 plus 1 is 17. So I have a 7, goes down to the bottom. The 1 regroups to the top. And remember, I add him on top. 4 times 4 again is still 16, plus 1 more is 17. So 444 times 4 is 1,776. Number 8. 753 times 6. All right, again, we always start in the ones place. I hope you said it with me. We start in the ones place. So 6 times 3 I know is 18. The 8 goes down to the bottom. The 1, my 8s don't really look like 8s today, do they? There we go. My 1 goes up to the top. Remember, we add the top. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 more. That's 31. Looking at this number, the 1 goes to the bottom. The 3 goes up to the top. Remember, we add him. There, make him look more like a 3. 6 times 7, 42. 42 plus 3, 42, 43, 44, 45. So 753 times 6 is 4,518. All right, number 9. 534 times 3. So I'm leaving you 2 problems. I want you to attempt on your own. Ask your older brother or sisters, ask your mom, practice this. I know it's a brand new skill, boys and girls. See if you can do these 2 slightly easier problems than some of the bigger numbers on your own, and I will see you for our next day's math.